Happy birthday, Bonnie. Happy birthday, Bonnie Rose. Hi, I'm Kaylin, the author of The Parrot, Bliss, Bond, and this here is my Golden Conure, Bonnie Rose, whose hatch date was today, 1 year ago, so she is 1 year old. Now, please be sure to get your copy of the Parrot, Bliss, Bond on Amazon.com so that you have your handbook to providing a quality life for your parrot so that you can then have quantities of bliss. Right here is one of Bonnie's best friends, Paloma, and Paloma is a Cape parrot. Let's see if we can get them a little more for you. So yes, Bonnie is turning 1 today. And if you look at that long feather, see that long green wing feather? That side's growing out. The other side still needs to sprout some feathers, but Bonnie's feathers are finally growing out. I got Bonnie in June, and her feathers were so clipped. I was like, oh my goodness. And I figured that it would take until about, the holiday season. Extreme close-up. See, this side isn't. Do you see how you could see these feathers, but not the other side? This is the one wing. And when both sides are that long, then she'll be able to start to try to learn to fly. I knew it would take that long because that's just how long it takes, but I'm really glad that her feathers are finally coming in. All right, somebody wants to be the center of the video. Are you sleepy? Is it nap time? Hi, is it nap time? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, yes. You're gonna eat the phone. Okay, no, no. So I thought that I would tell you a little about Bonnie in this video, ever so briefly, because she is one of my best parrots. Golden Conures are one of my favorite species. They might be my favorite. Of course, one thing that happens is every parrot has a different personality. So like my yellow-naped Amazon, Lorenza, she and I are just really in sync. But that doesn't mean to me that other Amazons would be the same. Golden Conures, I have found, are always really sweet, pretty quiet. She can be noisy, but she usually isn't. Pretty friendly. They get along with like every other parrot, just about. If they don't get along with another parrot, it's the other parrot. It's not them. And they tend to like people and be friendly with people too. How are you? Are you sleepy, sweetie? Are you a sleepy girl? Are you sleepy? Yeah. It's kind of overcast here, and the birds are, I think, all being mesmerized by the weather, and they're all like a little chill, except the ones that are squawking. Bonnie is doing really well. When she first joined the flock, she was really a little, ill at ease because she can't fly, and just about everybody else can. Lorenza, for example, my yellow nape, she cannot fly, but it's not because she's clipped. It's just whatever it is, her age, her bad bones. I adopted her that way. That's just the way it is. So I think Bonnie at first had a hard time because, everyone else is flying around, and when she had been at the exotic bird store, she was in a cage, everybody else was in a cage, and she had her space. And now all of a sudden, like, all the birds are walking up to each other. Some of them are, right next to each other like that. What are you doing? Oh, are you preening her? Were you preening her? These two are good friends. And so it was an adjustment for Bonnie because, all these other birds, they could approach her. And Pico, my orange-winged Amazon, was smitten and taken and a little assertive with her, and that freaked her out. But he knocked back, and he's been extremely patient and persistent, and now they're really good friends, and sometimes she seeks him out, and they bond. They're very bonded. So in the not quite 6 months. It's been what, like 4.5, 5. She has made friends. Her feathers are starting to grow out. She's gotten so much more confident. She's just doing really, really well. Bonnie, her cage is upstairs. So at night I take her upstairs with me. And she's really funny because she'll wake up at 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning. And when she wakes up, she wants to be let out of her cage. She starts to, move around in her cage, do the birdie dance, which is kind of like that, like they go back and forth. Or she will start to make some noise. Oh, Quantum, are you whistling? Let's see if he whistles back. Hey, Quantum, that's some nice whistling. That was Quantum. Quantum's also a Cape Parrot. Anyway, and actually, someone had asked me to pan around, and right now we've got Emerald right there and Macy right there. Emerald is a Hans Macaw. Macy's also a Cape Parrot. Oh, and Quantum flew. Do you see him? Let's see. Up there. He flew up to the banister. So Bonnie's a crack up. Oh, and of course, there's my Catalina Macaw flying around outside. And the Harlequin is out there somewhere too. So Bonnie's a crack up because she wakes up in the morning and she wants to be taken out of her cage. She's okay with me doing my yoga. She'll stay on her cage. She's okay if we go and take a shower. She'll go on the shower, the door. But she doesn't want to be in her cage. She starts to want to be with us. Hi, sweetie. Mwah. Hi, cutie pie. How are you? Yeah, you're good. Are you good? That sounded like good. Yes, you're such a sweet little thing. So then we come downstairs and we start to, start things, get our daughter ready, help her out, take her to the bus stop kind of thing, have our latte. There's the Harlequin. And Bonnie usually wants to be on me. I kind of really watch carefully for when she's going to have her morning constitutional, because the first one of the day is always the biggest. And I don't want that on my clothes. So I kind of try to watch and make sure she's like either leaning out or on a perch for that constitutional. And then while I'm having my latte, she just likes to hang out with me. At which point I try then to get her to go either with a cape or with Tico, the Amazon who loves her, because, and it's hard to get birdie breakfast ready in the kitchen with her on my shoulder, and that's the next thing I do. So Bonnie has her daily routine, and she knows the schedule, and so in the morning she's like, let me out, and then let me be on you, and then she hangs out with other birds. Then, depending, somewhere in the middle of the day, around 12 or 1, she goes upstairs. I take her upstairs for a rest, and she does really well with that. She does get on her back, and she wants to play for a little while, and then she'll just climb up in her cage, and she wants to rest. 2 of the kikes are outside, and 2 are in here, and actually, maybe I'll let them out, but... So they're being loud, and I think they're being loud because they don't hear or see the other kikes. And my Indian ringneck is just loud. She's just being loud. So Bonnie is just an absolute dream. She's so sweet. She's not near as loud. I was talking with my mentor and saying, yeah, now they're going for like $7,000. And he's like, the incredible thing is people pay for them. And I said, yeah, I know, it is crazy, but they're worth it. He's like, yeah, they are. Just the best parrot I think you could possibly have. So full of love, so loving, so sweet. She has all the best characteristics of a parrot with almost like none of the undesirable ones. Do Golden Conures bite? Yes, but not much. I mean, like, she bites when she's scared. Like if something really freaks her out and you put your finger there, she'll bite you kind of thing. But not a big biter, not a big screamer, Okay, so my camera cut off, so I'm gonna wrap it up. If your parrot is stressed out, make sure you get Tink's Parrot Relief on parrotbliss.com. Thank you in advance for watching and maybe for wishing Bonnie Rose a happy birthday. I guess it's a happy bird day because it's not a birthday. It might be a hatch day. There she is doing so well with her whole flock. And I think she wants me to pick her up. Let's see. There she is, the yellow gem of my flock.